Hello, good morning. What's up, everybody? Welcome to some more Vault Hunters. At least that's the hope. Apparently the server just crashed. Lol. LMAO. How's everybody doing? Are you chilling? Are you partying like rock stars? Tell me about your days. I'm waiting to hear from Hazel. I'm looking at secret. Oh, okay. Hazel's just switched off. Doing some AFK grinding. Heck yeah. Well, it looks like I'm the one who's going to have to test everything myself, aren't I? All right. Go Gadget server. I woke up in time for the start of the stream. Amazing. What's up, Silver Tabby Cat? Eating leftover pizza. I've got leftover Thai food for today, which I'm very excited about. Last night, I sat down and I thought about doing my taxes, and I did two things instead. I ordered Pad Thai and I reinstalled Elden Ring. Today was supposed to be a relaxing, magical day, and instead just did a normal day at work. I mean, that's fine, too. At least it wasn't like a bad day at work. Oh, no. No further information. All right, 1 second. You have a pour over coffee. Fantastic. All right. Well, here was my backup plan. Here's my backup plan. Wait, I have to create a new world. Please hold. This is a very handy little check thing here. All right. Building practice, a little bit, yeah. We have to design a factory and or a warehouse in something that is going to fit our build aesthetic, you know? And I figure while we wait for the server, speaking of which, I'm going to move Discord over to the side here. I figure while we wait for the server to wake up, we'll go with wake up. There's no reason why we can't do a little buildy, you know what I mean? Now, here's a skill testing question for all of you in the Twitch chat. Who remembers the footprint of the moss farm? I believe it was 37 by 18. That's what I believe. Ow. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. I don't know if that's the truth or not. 26? That's significantly smaller than I remembered. I definitely remembered it being by 18 because I thought it was 17 and Fuji was like, nope, 18. $100 by $100 is too big. This is not a super flat world. This is not a super flat world. This is not a super flat world. You recall something about Vault Hunters disliking super flat for some reason? Really? Teralith overwrites generation. Oh. Well, looks like we're building in this, aren't we? Just watched your collections chit-chaff, and I saw you still have the signed proof of Hovermere I gave you and it made me chuckle. Love everything you do. Thank you very much, Cheesecake. Simply delete large amounts of the world. Well, we'll just find... Ooh. Ooh. Pardon me. We'll just try and find a random cozy corner. Can make it a sky block. I find the void unsettling. The void finds me unsettling. That's fair. Relatable. See? Look at this. Good little area. Good little flat area we have here. All right, so real talk. Real talk. Does anybody have any idea what the footprint of the farm we did? If we make the warehouse 30 by 19, we know we have room to work. Not if I was right with the dimensions. I think it's 37 by 18. I think my factory was 37 by 18. A 2:1 ratio. Scuba thinks it's 26 by 17. Am I going to have to count this again? Put it in the most recent YouTubes? Maybe? Please hold. It is time for me to do some counting. I love counting. Especially before 11 a.m. Honestly, this is one of my strengths. What's up, Sogkim? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to assume 13 is the middle point. So that's 25. Wait, did I just count the glass? Oh, wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 25? Maybe? Maybe 25? Let's try and get a more straight on shot. Okay, let's start from that middle point and count out. So assume the glass is there for the middle point. 1, 2, let's ignore the middle one, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 27. All right, hold on. Maybe it was 27. Maybe I have thrown Scuba under the bus for too long. So this is 100% 27. So Scuba, I think you are correct. It's definitely 27 this way. It's 27 by 18. I think you remember the even the wrong way. This is 100% 27 because this is symmetrical. The part that wasn't symmetrical is the other one. All right, 27 by 18. Everybody remember 27 by 18. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. Oh no. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. No! All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Somehow I got that right. Let's do 18 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm such a good counter. I think that's one thing I really hope y'all come away with from my channel. That surge sure can count. Let's make it slightly brighter. All right. So this is the footprint of the farm, which needs to be inside of the building. And so at the very least, I want there to be a border of 3 blocks around the exterior, or possibly maybe just 1 block on the outside on that side, so you can like walk around and get to the switch behind it or something. I don't know. We'll see. So let's talk about some shapes. Because I'm not 100%. Oh, well, that's bad. So Tex just messaged me, and apparently his modem went offline. So our server is offline. Oh, fascinating. That's not good. That's not the sort of thing that you can remotely restart with a command from the office. Well. We might be designing this here structure for a little bit, aren't we? All right. So let's ask ourselves what kind of shape we want. One of the things that Fuji wanted was an open concept. Now, there are different ways. There are different ways to interpret what open means. Open can mean that the interior is an open concept, right? Like we have a large warehouse and the interior is open. Is that open enough, or do we need a design where it really emphasizes that? I mean, we could try that. Like, hold on. All right. Let's draw a couple of potential mock-ups here. Obviously, the first design is just a warehouse, right? This is just going to be a shape. Let's just assume we get the shape about right, you know? Let's draw these out to help us sort of visualize what we're looking at here. So we have a warehouse box and the farm is inside of it. That's kind of interesting. The next thing I was thinking of was we have this is where super flat would be a lot more helpful. So the other option we can do is something like this. Like what if we had sort of 2 structures? I'm almost picturing like an airplane hangar. So we have kind of a warehouse like this that's covering part of the farm. And this might be kind of neat because then we could have like a crane or something that hangs down. You know what I mean? Like we could have kind of like a cool detail that extends that way. And then the rest of the farm is just kind of exposed, and we add little like details around it, you know? This again, this is just like blocking out concepts. It doesn't necessarily have to be like this at all. Like we could do a little, if we pretend this is where the controls are, right? Like we have like a little control panel here or something. And then it's kind of open concept like that. Kind of loving this idea. When I hear open concept for a warehouse, I think the walls are kind of knocked out and you've got basically an open storage pile. Hi, Laundry. What's up? Getting on a flight. Have a good one, Stiz. So I love this so far. I think this is very cool. The final option is to do sort of the warehouse idea. Hey, K2Los, thank you for that Prime in 34 months, friend. Really appreciate that. Thought chat was broken? Ah, it's all good. All right, so let's pretend we have a box, right? Cool beam. Thank you. All right, this is not at all the correct proportions for it. My final thought is, what if we did like a big, almost like garage style? Who here's seen Princess Mononoke? We'd have to make it one larger. No, I don't want garage doors because I just want them to be open. You know, and the problem with garage doors is they could be closed, and that's not what I want. Raise his hands. You know, like the giant bellows? You know when he first goes to Irontown or whatever that city is called? I'm trying to remember that scene. Yeah, this part. Where he goes into the forge. What does that building look like from the outside? Because, right, you've got this obvious industrial thing that's on the ground. And you walk in, it's got these big doors, and it's like meant to sort of vent or whatever. So we have sort of our three concepts here. We've got concept 1, which is just make it a box. Concept 2, which is make it a series of small things that cover it and make it kind of exposed to the air. And then concept 3 is make it a much more open box. This is how I like to sort of approach what I build. Brutalist architecture. What's up, Koo? We're building a forge? Well, no, we're building a box over our moss farm. But the moss farm, in our mind, the moss farm is just any type of like factory thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, start with some very basic concepts. I keep looking at number 2. Keep looking at number 2. Picture the moss farm. You think 3 is the easy one? The moss farm of the soul. Do we need to cover up any other farms? We don't have any other farms. What are we looking at? Potential is what we're looking at. Let's try number 2 out. So we now have to ask ourselves, what will this look like when we try and cover our moss farm now, right? Getting into modern art. Oh, man. All right. As we just started, we're definitely running into one of the problems with Twitch chat and asynchronousness. A lot of people are like, what are we doing? And I'm like, I feel terrible because I literally just explained it. Yeah. Maybe I should just, I don't know. All right, meta talk for a second. This is something I always struggle with, is I see people in chat who are like, really want to follow along and really want to engage. And I want to immediately be like, all right, here's what we're doing. But when I just said, here's what we're doing, then I'm like, what do I do? How do I don't want to say it again because I literally just said it. But then if I have this meta conversation, then I feel like I'm just making fun of people who are up to speed. So here's what I need from you, chat. I need you to help each other. I need you to see if you know what's going on and you see people in chat who are struggling, help them out. Be like, you don't even need to use the plan. You just tell them, you know? Just be like, we're designing a moss farm. Ugh, community. I know. I know. It's like why leaves all over again. Be the help you want to see in the world. Exactly. All right, so let's scale this up a little bit. I know I want about 3 blocks of space around the outside here, which means this is going to be huge. 1, all right, and then if we do 3 this way, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Oh my god. Grass. What portion of the farm do you think it should cover? I don't think that's enough, right? How far does the redstone gubbin spread? So anything that is... anything that is not level with the ground will probably be covered. So we'll probably... the answer to the question is ask kits 1 block. About 1/3? Yeah, I think 2/3 is too much. Because 2/3 covering it would not give us that concept, right? If it was 2/3 and the warehouse would go the whole way. I think about 1/3 is correct. So if this is our middle point, I'm just gonna estimate. I nail that? It's probably off by 1. This is our middle point. That's about 1/4. Oh wait, it's 27 blocks, so we can literally just count 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'd go there. Really? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go there. 9. Wait, which was... Did I eyeball it perfectly? Oh my god, I'm so good at video games. Oh, I have an update from Tex. The power went out in his area. Fascinating. All right, so then other structures that we know we have. So right here-ish in the center point. I don't know. I'm going to guess it's here-ish now. We can do a little like power control room. I don't know why I did it like that. So I love that. And then, yeah, we can just do literally anything else on the other side, which is kind of neat. Good. So if we're in our base, picture this in your mind's eye. This is where the plaza is, right? The plaza. And then the pavilion is this way. There's a tower kind of right by where that rock is. Do we, this is funny, especially because I just designed it. Do we like the warehouse on that side, or do we think it should be on the opposite side? I think composition-wise, which is an interesting thing to say, this might actually look better if it was reversed. If we're looking like, if we're at the top of our base, looking down, that might look better if it was on the other side. Which I think is fine. I think because the farm is mirrored, we can design it on this side and then just give it a 180. I can't say 180 and not think of darts. 180. That side's already quite busy. Yeah, because then what we can do is we can have this open and have like a path that leads up to it. All right. So in that case, I'm just going to start with the blocks that I suspect are going to look really good. All right, let's actually just do it from this side. You know what? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Morning, Fox with a knife. Let's change my stream title. Hey, what's up, Nat? Thanks for 16 months. Finally get to catch me live again. Welcome. I hope you're well. Well, let's start with this. Let's start with this box. All right, no. Let's start with this box. Let's start with the thing that I know I want to do. This is what I know I want to do. And then if we think this looks bad, I will fix it later. But for now, I'm very excited to give this a try. I've been talking about this for a while. Of wanting to do brick and andesite. Gosh, this is a big building. What if this stepped in one? You know what? Yes, this is going to step in one. New plan. Red brick is so beautifully industrial. I know. I'm a little worried that it might not fit. I just have to make sure that when I finish building this factory, that it looks a little bit more, a little bit more medieval industrial than like Industrial Revolution industrial. But then again, if our inspiration is sort of Final Fantasy-ish, you know, we can say with some authority that with their like weird Hextech magic and stuff like that, that this structure could fit in that world. You know what I mean? Split the difference and aim for Renaissance industrial? Sure. I'm just gonna go for industrial chic. I'm gonna make something cute, and then hopefully we all look at it and we think to ourselves, dang. Wasn't Hextech arcane? Look, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So my quotation of fiction isn't perfect. If you can picture what those words mean, I've nailed it. Isn't that what language is all about? We've done it. We have made box. All right, so we want a pretty generic roof on this thing. We want like a pretty generic sort of warehouse roof to this thing. And I don't want it to be flat. Because I think if it was completely flat, it would look too modern. So what if we did just like a very gentle slopey? Very gentle slopey. If we hate it, we can always rebuild it. So one of the issues here is if we wanted to keep doing something like that. No, I like the one lip on the outside. how do I make the roof keep going up there, you know? We just cheat it, I guess. So we're just focusing on shape right now. Are you the full block again? What if it's just flat here? Yeah, that's a good shape. That makes me think warehouse. So my first Vault Hunter today. Any tips? Take your time. Sorry, when you say starting your first run, I'm assuming that means you're heading into your first ever vault? Or you're like literally starting the server for the first time. I can't help but notice I've made a slight mistake here. So I think it's supposed to look like that. Yes, make it thicker. Good. Yeah, that looks cuter. Except there's some mistakes over here now. Wait. Crap. That's better. Starting the server for the first time. Yeah. I guess, yeah, take your time. Take your time, have fun. Buckle up. Vault Hunters is a long one. Honestly, can't recommend Escalade5's YouTube series enough. Or if you're just like getting into the mod pack and you're wondering how things go and sort of the progression with which to unlock stuff. Make a bunch of my decisions as well watching his series. A little bit further ahead than where he is in his single player series. It's interesting because it's not explicitly a let's play, nor is it like a how-to tutorial series, but it treads the line of both very well. Hello, Odell. What's up, friend? Thank you for that Prime in 23 months. All right, now I do this. All right, how is this shape so far? I know it's very flat, but like, that'll happen. Certainly screams warehouse, eh? I think it's an okay shape. Then we can start adding details and stuff to it. Should the roof cover more of the farm? No, that's what we were talking about earlier. We were aiming for about a third of it. And then I need to, hold on, knowledge star. No. Level up, I need burger. Hello? Can I not use vein miner if I'm in creative mode? That's frustrating. All right. Do you need a tool to vein mine? Aha. All right, you win this round, Twitch chat. You simply need a tool. I didn't figure. For whatever reason, I imagine if you had a fist, you'd still be able to, like, you know, break a bunch of blocks. We're learning. All right, so some of the challenges we have now is we need to make this thing look like it's properly supported, right? Because that's just a farm. So we can't have a pillar down the middle. So I wonder if this is where something like this could come in handy. We do need to leave enough room that you can like walk in though, or else that'll look super weird. All right, so let's also assume this corner has got some pillars. It's less ceiling beams and more we need like a good support right in there. Kind of want it to be here, which is, you'll see why in a second. You know what? Let's go kind of intense here. I think I like this plan. Oh, it's like, why is this unbalanced? There we go. Now, something I thought would look really cute here is a crane looking thing. So I'm trying to remember how I made a crane. In the vanilla server, and I think I used basalt, and I think I used andesite wall, and then I think I used grindstones. Maybe that has to come one lower? No, it doesn't. All right, where's my center point? My center point's about here. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. I'll have to think of a way to like cap it after, but this is my thought for now. Something like that, which I think looks really cool. I'll have to think of a block to put above it. Oh, I want that to be down one. Welp. But I think we all agree it looks cute as heck, you know? It needs to have something above it to sort of like brace it, you know? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense, because if it's there, then it doesn't have any clearance, so it does need to be above. Okay, never mind, I was perfect. You'd have to raise the roof after all. Party time. Does that look like a good color to have behind it? Oh, it really does. I don't love it here, but in general, behind it looks really good. I mean, actually, this might work. Just like if we just texture it every now and then too. Gantry, that's what this thing's called. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if we want to put one on the far side too. Oh. Tob Kiss, what's up, friend? Thank you for 18 months. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, like maybe that is what we do. Maybe we just go over here. We've made a gantry, haven't we? What if copper slabs for more shape? We're just going for color now. I would argue, like, we're just going for color and basic shape right now. Not worried about detailing. Like, nothing is locked in, right? So before we worry too much about detailing, like, this is all too exposed. I don't know if we want that to be the outer block. It doesn't connect with the building properly. Is this more of a vibes test? Starting, like, you need to start with simple shapes before you start locking in super hard details, right? Stairs could work. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this is wrong. Like, maybe this is actually supposed to be copper slabs this whole time, right? Like, maybe going lower with this. Is there another way I can do? Oh, if I do slab, it has to be that. There isn't like the flat one, eh? Yeah, we're kind of just throwing out ideas right now. That's kind of cute. All right, and then over on this side, we would need another way to sort of lock that in. Honestly, something like this could be kind of cool too. Or never mind. I kind of like the short section of copper at the building area. Made it look like it was supporting it a little. I like the short section of copper. Sorry, what do you mean by that, Kits? You like the... I don't know. We can think of a more interesting block to go there as sort of like a hold it in place kind of block. When we have the copper only in place, I was less thinking of it as support and more when you look at it from below. This is what I love, is how this looks right now. I think this is weak currently. My main thought was if you just saw air through it, it wouldn't make sense, right? But now when it has a backing, you're like, oh yeah, no, that looks sick. All right, and then we're gonna do something kind of similar to what we did in our Dwarven base. Is we're gonna grab a cauldron. We've actually got some big old chains. Good morning, James. How are you, my friends? Are you having a good day? Are you chilling and partying like rock stars? My server is dead. And so for now, what we're doing is we're designing a warehouse. Well, we're designing sort of like a factory looking thing. We started with some very simple concepts. Who killed it? The power. So my friend Lonely Tex runs the Vault Hunter server that we all play on. And the power is out in his area. And it turns out, this is the wildest thing, servers need power to function. How rude. So I have two plans. The first plan is we're going to hang out and we're just going to design some stuff. So if you've ever thought to yourself, ooh, that Serge is some kind of a Minecraft artist, I wonder what its entire process looks like. Check it out. So basically we started with some like wireframes, some very simple concepts. The nether rack is a bone meal moss farm that already exists on the server, and it is laid down into the ground, and we wanted something kind of open concept. So the idea is we have the farm, and then we have like a warehouse cover, and we have a gantry sort of thing that pokes out, and maybe some other structures around it. So you can already see some of that, some of those pieces coming together, right? I think they look kind of cool thus far. James, I hope you had a very good time digging holes. Welcome on in, everybody. You should go follow James_LRR. He digs holes and listens to cool tunes. S.A. Jewers, thank you for that prime in 49 months. Oh my goodness. Yeah, do you have any questions before we kind of dive back into it? You can see that some things aren't lining up yet. I'm still maybe somewhat tempted to drop it one. I think it needs to be one lower with the sort of magical understanding that this could get through here somehow. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe this beam is a flaw, you know? I don't know. Maybe conceptually this doesn't work. Oh no, James's server also became unusable? Huh. You think this beam is a good height? I don't know. I currently feel like there's some conflict here. Anyways, I want a claw. Oh my god. I want the thought here to be like, what's that carnival game? You know what? Where the hand draw goes down and it grabs a toy and it brings it back? I want to make a claw. Is it literally just called a claw game? Oh. I mean, I guess that's an claw. All right, hold on. So block. I have a plan. What should this be made out of? And why should it be blackstone? Oh god, what have I clicked on? I mean, I actually think I nailed it. Huh? First try. Like, actually. Ah. Oh, by the way, if you're not sure what the actual redstone farm is going to look like, yeah, welcome to being a YouTuber. Why did I say that? We'll go to the YouTube video. So many tabs. So this is the farm that's going to be underneath it. You know what I mean? So picture the ground level is going to be where that glass is, right? And so you'll see it functioning underneath there. Polished tuff could be an interesting alternative. You know what? Let's try one more beside it. There's no harm in trying more things, right? So the issue, though, is we're using polished tuff in our base already, right? So it might end up looking kind of out of place. What's up, Livik? Ooh. Oh, that's also really good. Oh, no. I kind of like the face, though. All right, left side or right side, chat? Good suggestion, though. The face is really good, I agree. You're right, you like the contrast better, says Rakes. That's fair. The left is very good, don't get me wrong. I like how much darker the right one is. The right contrasts better with the gravel in the background. Oh, that's actually a good point. There's not going to be gravel in the background, but there will be a gray castle wall. So this'll pop so much better. Thank you very much for talking about the background. Yeah. Because in our actual build, there's like the massive legally distinct medieval defensive structure behind it. So yeah. All right. I want to... What do we work on next? So let's talk about pain points. One, this is a big pain point. I actually think the whole gantry looks mega cute if we just do this. Like, I don't think we need to add too much more detail to it. I think if we just give it a little hat like this, it's perfect. I think we just do, oops, well, okay. I think we just do that, and that's good enough. I really dislike this beam now. Can we do something like this? I just don't know if this works or not. Any architects in chat? Wait, I have a plan. I need another block. Let's try... something like this? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of something that looks like it's being supported, but it still makes room. Like, that looks so much more interesting to me, you know? Maybe like this? No, that's weird. That got weird. The idea I wanted was like something that supports the crossbeam, but also still makes room for the gantry to swing through. Trying to make a truss span to the other side. I don't know what that means, Smith. I don't know what a truss or a span is. Neither what a truss span could be. What if it goes to the floor? It can't, because the floor is the farm. So picture that this, literally, the inside of this is lava. So nothing can go down and support it. The idea is this is a giant farm industrial area, and we've built a structure around it to make it work. Within the netherrack, the floor is lava, and this is an industrial compound around it. This is something that's bugging me, and I just have to put it into the world. Actually, hold on, we can make that cuter. Is that better? That doesn't make sense. Brick doesn't curve like that. However, a little corner arch makes good. Oh, that's a truss. Oh, so interesting. I thought to myself, what if we did a thingy here? Right? I thought to myself, a thingy. And specifically, that's a real thing. A truss is a triangle of power. I love that. What blocks do you think would make sense for a truss? How would you make a truss in Minecraft? Are there any modded industrial blocks? Like maybe Create has something that would make sense for that? So the important characteristic of a truss is it has air gaps. So walls wouldn't work unless you do something really. Oh wait. They literally have iron bridge support. Oh my god. Oh, it's a shame it's so ugly. Oh, what an awful block. No, that's not quite right either. Your horizontal supports are meant to support the roof. Correct. Why am I trying to go underneath? Because how does this gantry work otherwise? So when I had a block that went completely across, it obstructed the gantry. Didn't love that. Oh, hold on. I have an idea. Ah! I've made a mistake. All right. Just has to go to here. I think I just thought too hard. It just only has to support this, right? And then what if we just did something like this? I think we actually nailed it now. Maybe make it a little bit more substantial. Kind of dark in here still. Oh, yes. Sorry, I love that. Chains over the roof above the gantry. The gantry is already kind of connected to the roof. Oh, but you mean like to actually hook it in, hook it in. Maybe. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with this right now, but I think the yes, I love this. Let's try this side now. So I think this needs to go one further. And something like that. And then we need, feels like something like this now. Keep supporting that. Actually kind of happy if that dark oak has some of that. Yeah. Do I know I could make the gantry move using create? Yep. I don't have create though, and it doesn't need to move. It's already going to create enough lag as it is. This just needs to look cute. The bottom bolts are a nice touch. Thank you. God, this would be so much more complicated to use in create. I want you to take your scope that's at about like a 10 and bring it down to like a 3. Could we put moss in the clamp? That's a cute detail. All right, I think I made this look better too. Wait. Does anybody else notice a particular issue here at all? Anybody at all? Was wondering if that was intentional. I appreciate your confidence in me. I really like how this ends, actually. I like that it's just kind of open. Actually, what if we did like this? Yeah. Yeah, all right. There. Really digging this build so far? I am too. It's starting to come together. All right, let's talk about the exterior. It's not great yet. Good talk, good talk. So I feel as though it needs pillars. Windows. I don't know. No, windows and chests are too much detail focus right now. I think we need to do like a big pass on structurally what else can we add to this building, right? And then we'd probably go for a texturing pass. Like, does this make sense? No, that looks bad. Okay, good talk, good talk. So like, what can we do to add more depth to this? Because I can't really bring the building in any further. It's just like, why would this building have windows? You know? Just for lighting, ventilation? What do you mean ventilation? Maybe airflow, yeah. All right, so if we were to put in windows, they'd have to be big old bay windows. 1, 2, 3. Right? Like they'd have to be big. That looks so good. Oh my god. Wow, that makes a huge difference. All right, everybody who suggested windows, give yourself a little pat on the back. You're a genius. Look at this. Oh my god. How are you so smart? I would have suggested Linux instead. Uno, please. Congratulations, anyone suggested Windows and not Linux. Wow. Hateful. All right, we need to make these windows look cute. How do we make things look cute? Depth is important. I'm hesitant to add stained glass into this because we don't have glass yet, but I also think glass is going to look really good. In particular, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off or not. If I use framed, it's oh no. How does a gradient work? Does a gradient work from green to blue to yellow? Or blue to green to yellow? Any color experts here? Or would it be blue to green to yellow? Roigbuv? What does that mean? Just tell me the answer. Don't patronize me. Yellow, green, blue. See, now I'm getting different ideas from people. Green is a mixture of both, so they should be in the middle. Look at a rainbow. Chat. I like Inkslayer here. The only patronizing you should be doing is on Patreon. I don't know. Green in the middle, eh? So yellow, green, blue. Yellow at the bottom? Does that even make sense, though? As far as a window goes? All right, hold on. Let's try it. Oh, right. It's not 3 wide. I wonder if there's a lighter yellow. Lime. I do like the gradient. I think I like it better with the blue at the bottom than at the top. I didn't want to just do like an exact perfect pattern. But you're dealing with like a too wide area. There's not really a lot of room. Definitely looks better with a darker color at the bottom. Like significantly better. What about blue cyan green? Interesting. What's up, gibberish? Blue cyan green. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness, yes. Oh, wow. All right, hold on. Okay, let's try it just as regular glass, too. Blue. Hold on. Is the dark blue too much, or is that kind of nice? A 4-color gradient? Gradients, they're so hot right now. Yeah, the frames are. I think the frames definitely do it. All right. All right. So let's try. Let's try adding a dark blue in there too. Oh, the dark blue is so nice there. You know what? I do kind of want to mix it up though. It can't be exactly the same each time. I think it's going to be important. Have a little bit of variation in it, you know what I mean? How would solid glass look? We want the depth. Even if they look kind of neat, I really like that window edge showing. So yeah, we just want to switch it up a little bit. We want each one to be just a little bit different. That's the wrong color of blue up there. That's why it looks weird. Because I want it to look like they've worn at different rates, right? Oh my goodness. This is why gradients are so hot right now. Gradients. Oh. We have reached the stage in the build where I've just got the biggest, dumbest smile on my face. I mean, what if I did... Gasp. If I did that. Yeah. Yeah, look at it. Look at it, though. Or like gradients. Yeah. Now that it's on more of the windows, the gradients looks great. Well, the whole point of a gradient is to look at it from afar. right? All right, how does it look from this side? All right, next thing we need to do, we need to start texturing a little bit. Best way to texture brick. I mean, we could also try and gradient this. Hold on. Right. Oh, interesting. You can gradient it into dirt. Hold on. Let's test some gradients here. Into dirt. Really? Is that rooted dirt and then coarse dirt? So the basic concept of the gradient is you start taking block from the level above it, push and you pull just a little bit, right? And when you look at it from far away, it looks like a gradual transition. Oh, wow. What do you think? Should we try it? It's very ambitious. I've never done anything like that before. Does the polished granite stick out too much? I don't think it does. I think it actually helps break up because the texture of the brick is very sharp, and the polished granite actually draws your eyes away from how bright that brick is. Maybe less thick on the dirt parts. I think what we would have is maybe just end it at the at that one dirt color. What's up, Nibbles? Would the dirt be at the top? The dirt would be towards, I mean, let's give it a go, you know? Just do it on one wall. It's too patterny. One sec. It's really cute. Oh, it's really cute. So when you look at it from like here. So instead of brick everywhere, what do you think? Is that an improvement? Do you like that more? Do you like that less? Oh, I think I like that a lot. I've never tried to go this hard with the gradient before. I've done stuff with like moss before, but I've never tried a proper full-on gradient like this. Things that looks okay from far away, the closer get, the more obvious and jarring it is. Yes, that's how gradients work. That is the whole meta currently, Dalrent. Yeah, and as far as gradients go, it's not even that bad up close. Yeah. Because like when you're here, you're not staring at the wall, right? You're staring at the details. You're like, oh, oh, oh. Windows, right? Yeah, and even when you walk by, I think I love it. I really do. I mean, let's try. I wonder if stacking 2 granite slabs or polished granite slabs in the place of polished granite would work. Give it a try. Love the windows. Big same, Goomba. Big same. I mean, there's no reason we can't go a little bit heavier with the brick there. I would have never thought to use rooted dirt. By the way, my full intention here is once we have something that we're happy with, I'm just going to use the copy paste gadget and import it directly into the world. So what we'll do is we'll have to go and collect a bunch of the resources, obviously. But we won't have to go through and do all of this again. Could you imagine? It'd be so much work. Oh my god, look at that gradient wall with the gradient windows now? I can't get over how good that looks. This is the cutest building I've ever made. We'll add some more details, like the roof is a little bit flat currently and stuff like that. We can find ways to make this cuter. Create as a schematic cannon. We already have a copy paste tool, K-Tulos. It already exists. Yeah, we don't need create for it, which we don't have unlocked. All right. Anyways, where was I? Hello and welcome to Trying New Things with Surge. I'm your host, Serge. Today we're learning about gradients, and I love them. I can also see why really big YouTubers will design something like this in Creative first. Right? Because like all of this texturing is a lot of work. Hi, Snack Pack. How are you? Look how much brighter the inside of that is now, too, with natural light coming in through the window. All right. Once again, I'll concede to you, everybody who suggested that. Why not use the trowel? Trowel will not give you a gradient. So here's an example. All right. A lot of people suggest the trowel. Let me show you what the trowel would look like. Trowel, gradient. This is why I never use the trowel. It is good, but for completely different reasons. I think that's been one of like the biggest FAQs anytime I'm doing any sort of texturing. You know what's funny is the trowel is also supposed to have even distribution, right? Of between all 4 blocks. There's a 25% chance of everything to get into there. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah. Gradient and texturing is not the same thing as just randomly adding random blocks. Which is not to say there's no place for the trowel. Which is not what I'm looking for. All right, so this might get a little bit awkward here. Based on our gradient, this is all supposed to be dirt now. And let's see how that looks. You find the trowel better for landscaping? I would also probably hand place every block. But again, that's just me. That is in no way a judgment call to anyone else. I love that I'm making the roof and this pillar out of dirt. And this is where I think the biggest rules in Minecraft building is ignore what the block says it is and focus entirely on if you think it's cute. Because if you thought to yourself, man, my roof can't be supported by dirt, you'd be missing out on this super cute texture. Look at it! Look at it! Actually in love. That looks like the garage where my grandpa worked as a mechanic. Incredible. So something we could even potentially do when we move this into the world is we could give ourselves more space along this back wall, right? Like currently it's a little bit tight in here. Oh, you know something we could also do? We could make a footbridge over it or something like that. Never heard the texture of dirt described as cute, and yet I'm inclined to agree. Yeah. I'm just so incredibly happy with this right now. Like, so this is where I know we need more detail. There's a stray dirt inside the wall right now. Is there? Oh, right. We punched a hole through sometimes. That was a granite. Yes. Anything else? Nice catch. Look at some of the macabre bridges. Again, I'd probably just make it by hand. How do I spell that? Yeah. Because they always have like little guardrails and stuff on them, you know what I mean? And that's not what I'm thinking about. Like, you know? Maybe? Oh, the stairs are cute. Rope, dark oak, bridge, stair. It's interesting. I don't even know all these woods are in this. Maybe they are. What are you? Dark oak bridge rail. Oh no. Oh, that's actually really cute. But not as a bridge. Yeah, we found the truss. Oh. Oh no. It introduces a visual error. That's too bad. Right, that's too close there. Dark oak bridge stair. Dark oak rail bridge. Oh, I think you're supposed to put a rail on it. Okay. Dark oak bridge. Dark oak bridge. Dark oak rope bridge. Dark oak bridge support. Oh, it doesn't have... Oh, wait a second. Oh, no. Instead of the log, no, I really like the thick log, but having it on the interior, just because that texture is so clean how they line up. Now, does it cause the visual error here? No, it doesn't. Yeah, that, Sorry, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, like I'm just adding that to all of them now because that looks amazing. What a beautiful detail that added, right? Like it's kept the depth of having them, it's kept the depth and the heaviness, but it's also filled in that space, which is beautiful. Anyways, dark oak rope bridge. Oh. Why? What height are you? So it wants you to step onto a slab. Is it pixel perfect? And it's a pixel above? It's designed to be placed up one? Is it? Like dark oak bridge stair. Go with me. Go with me on this journey. Which wrench? Top left on the right pane. The wrench that's called pliers. All right, hold on. Use the wrench surge. Okay. The wrench is called pliers. Hold on, timeout. So these still don't work together. I'm not going to use these. I'm done. It's all good. We tried. I do not think they're going to look cute enough to be worth. Yeah, I do not think that is worth. And that's okay. All right, so if I wanted to make a catwalk, now we do have a dock that's nearby, and our dock and our catwalk should look different. Do we need a catwalk? I think maybe, I don't know. All right, so something I know we're gonna wanna do. We're gonna wanna shift this over. But wait, if we shift it over, it means that a whole lot more of the warehouse isn't being covered. But my thought process for this is, like, what's the interior of the build look like, right? Where do we have enough room to do stuff? Why is this area even covered? And so for that, I feel like we desperately need shelves. Right? Like, why have all the space? Also, we need to think of what we want the floor in here to look like, you know? What's up, Mazray? Nice natural gray floor with some dark patches. I was thinking about that. Yeah, we need something that's a little bit different from... originally, I was going to say andesite, but we've already got that in the walls, right? So I love the little details of stuff like this, and you can see where we need a little bit more space currently, right? Like... Oh, you know what's super cute? And I can't remember who I got this design off of. But like, if you're ever looking for just like a real... It's probably good times with Scar. If you're ever looking for just like a really cute thing... to just be like, hey, this is an industrial area. Or like a 2x2 variant of it. That's got to be a Scar design, right? Just like shipping containers. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I love that the nice gray that I think of is like, what if it's cyan terracotta? Nah, I don't think that, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. I do want to still make it feel like it's a, that it's in a medieval era, right? This still has to fit within the greater build of what we've done. So what if it was... You have to figure out how to get light in here too. Yeah, I definitely need to either elongate the warehouse or something, because, like, way too cramped in here currently. All right, and now... It's like big sections of, like, brick. We'll just texture this. This isn't going to be gradient. This is just going to be like little textured sections, you know? Bye. Come back. Yeah. See the loom being good for this? You mean like the empty bookshelf one? Honestly, a bookshelf's not a terrible idea. Smithing table or two? Yeah, I had those in mind. And then I put them away because I just got focused on the floor. I really want to find some, like, literally, I just want to, like, look at Good Times with Scars factory builds. I'm trying to remember what a lot of them were called. There's like the... What was the factory in that one season that he made? That was just like absolutely amazing, because of course it was. The Moo Pop factory or something like that, you know? This is something that I still struggle with, is I still don't know how to really bring an interior to life. And I think that's where a lot of these details are going to make a huge difference, right? Like, even those workbenches and chests in the background, giving it sort of a purpose for existing is huge, right? That was season 7 that he did all that stuff? Honestly, his workstations in season 8, yeah, all of his factories. Oh, you know what he would do? He'd bring down like pipes and stuff like that, right? Like, how do you add verticality? How do you know, let's make like a copper machine here that has like a chimney coming out of it or something like that. That's yeah, okay. All right. Give me a second. I need to use the washroom, and I need to keep thinking about this. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back. Interiors are hard. That's true. It's very true. I was just like, ah, and then I started staring. What if we added more depth? All right, this is all great. Let's throw it all out. Let's throw it all out. So some of the issues that I'm noticing right now are it's very flat, right? So even before we add the decorations, the issue is our interior is a box, and that's fine. But what if it wasn't a box? Some of the issues I have right now is we're about to make this. Yeah, see, this is one of the issues I was worried about. Now that back support doesn't line up unless I move it in one. Not sure how much detail we want to add because it might look cluttered. Well, my thought was, my actual thought was, we make this bigger so it's not cluttered. All right, so what if oh God. What am I doing with my life? Why am I doing this? No, we have to believe, we have to believe this is correct. Move the wall rather than the braces? What do you mean move the wall? No, that seems like more work. This is fine. This is fine. Wall has a gradient in it. The brace is just a brace. It's fine, chat. It's fine. I appreciate your concern, though. Never been off by one before in my entire life. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. How dare you? How dare you imply that I've made a mistake? All right, so here's this random thought I had. Right? Because currently there wasn't a lot of depth and there's not a lot of verticality. So what if, and I have no idea if this is going to look good or not. What if we had some beams at the back? The problem is I'm trying to find something that's going to work. I'm going to have to use something like vertical slabs, aren't I? Dang. Louvered shutter? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ah. Oh. Hello? Wait, what if we just don't put them on these ones? See? Depth. Depth, chat. So we've pulled that in from the wall. We've added a layer of andesite to the interior. Now we've got those vertical pillars. And even without adding detail, in fact, we actually took away detail. Look how much more interesting the interior is now, right? Speaking of which, I need to like very gently texture this a little, just because it's a little too flat, you know? You like the dangly crane? Thank you. So similarly, I want some more detailing, like the roof is a little too flat, you know? The interior is looking better. How do we texture the roof? How do we texture the walls? These are the other questions that I have. Oh, right. I wanted to put, yes, there. There. All right. I need to actually just look at some Good Times with Scar things now, because I can't put this in my mind. Just what an incredible builder, right? So my thought process is, yeah, like how do you just slap? Oh, wait, this might be perfect. This is a factory. All right. Yeah. So how do you just slap a random chimney on something, right? Like, all right. So what did he do? He did a gradient of blackstone into deep slate into habba-dabba-dabba. What's that called? That's called. God, he's such an incredible builder. Basalt. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so the chimney, he starts quite thick. All right, so if we wanted a chimney here, we need to punch a hole through. You enjoying today's just random creative build, BT dubs? This has been fascinating. This has been a lot of fun. I've been wanting to do this for ages, by the way. To just sort of just hang out and do something like this has been a long time coming. This is great, but also now I want to build. It's win-win. That's very connected. Haven't seen me do any creative building since 1.18 released. So the problem with modded is it takes about 18,000 years to launch, which is really not conducive to wanting to do something like this a bunch, if that makes sense. Like the loading times in modded are just brutal. He's got a much more interesting shape there. Oh, that's because he has depth. Turns out the secret is depth all along. So if that's the case, what if I did this like this instead? Okay, love that. And then, my love. Nope, too fast, Scar. Too fast. Oh, even the interior is part of the build. Okay. Why did it have to go night right then? So what are we looking at there? Oh, okay. What are some good brown blocks? God, he's so clever. I need to move this out by 1. No. Otherwise, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, that's a pretty good base. What if I just simply launch an entire secondary channel for Creative Works? I mean, you kid, but... What blocks do you think he's using there? That's black. It's just all blackstone, right? Blackstone brick, cracked blackstone, polished blackstone. Okay. Looks like it's a combination of these blocks, but in like... Hi, TQ. TQ, have you seen the super cute stuff I'm building today? I'm really, really, really proud of myself. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these gradients. Gradients in the wall, gradients in the windows. Okay, so it looks like I probably need to make this thicker just up into the point of the roof, at which point it can do its own thing afterwards. Hey, I'm gonna go to the booth. Joe brought me lunch. Hi. What's up, everybody? I have lunch. I've kind of completely lost track of time. I didn't realize this, but it's been 2.5 hours of just art. This has been kind of wild so far. I don't know. What a neat day today has been. So let's take a short lunch break. Let's hang out for a second. Let's eat. Think about our life choices. Yeah. Oh, hey, speaking of art and designing stuff, merchandise. I want to launch merch for, it's not going to happen in time. Monday is the 5-year anniversary of the channel, which is wild. Speaking of time passing by inexplicably, I want to launch merch and I want to design it with you. We've been working on it in Discord so far. And one of the things that I would love your feedback on is whether I should re-release the original pin that I made. I made an enamel pin a long time ago. Or if we should make a new design. That's probably, I don't want to overload people with too many different options at once. The big one right now is the pin. So if you hadn't seen it before, oh my goodness, I think it was in 2019, we did a like 1.5-inch enamel pin. And it looked like this. So the question is, and now the problem with the pin is I have to do a minimum order of 300. So I really need to make sure that if people, this is something that people want. This is the only thing that has some risk associated with it, is the pin. Or a new one. So far, Team Run It Back is like a 3-to-1 lead over it on stuff like that, but I'd really like to know if this is something that folks want. If, you know, all right, people are voting on it now as we speak. I still have mine that I got randomly and then subbed. We had done some, oh my goodness, we had done some of its giveaways. Joe brought in a scarf. So she wears hers on a scarf, pardon me. How do I camera? There you go. So that's what they look like, and like human scale. Should rotate it the other way. Hello? I don't know. You'll buy both if that's an option. I'm likely only going to do one because it's like $800 US for just as just as a rough price point, with a minimum order of 300 and like several dollars per pin to make. I do not have the type of capital. It's a lot of money to make a bunch of merch that no one buys. Well, the other thing is, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of a merch vendor. Of being like, oh yeah, I can sell these, and then being like, know what I mean? How will distribution work elsewhere in the world? I have no idea. A lot of the Europeans are very concerned about this. I literally just don't know. Honestly, if somebody could do this, if a European could do this, if you go to Fourth Wall, which is the site I'm thinking of partnering with, there are already a bunch of people who already use their site. Make a shopping cart. Like, try and buy something and see what the shipping looks like. Because they do distribution for everything. What's my price point going to be? Cheap, on the cheaper side. I think the pin would be like $10. Yeah, like I'm not trying to price gouge. I'm not trying to make a bunch of money off of everything. Last time, because we were handling shipping and Joe was doing all the work, we were selling the pins for 15. And we basically sold out, which was kind of neat. So Fourth Wall does not pay taxes for EU, UK people. So when you get hit by the VAT and import fees they ship from the US, that's tough. You should be trying to make a bunch of money. That merch not's the way to do that. I don't believe merch is a giant way to do that, though. Merch is a tremendous amount of work. With a lot of risk and not a lot of margins. What I want to do is make something nice that people look at and feel warmly about, you know, think fondly. I want them to wear a shirt and be like, I like this Surge guy. I'm not going to make shirts, you know what I mean? EQ says, that's why I make all my merch as cheap as possible. I just want people to own it. Kind of what I'm thinking too. Yeah, it's going to be basically like a couple of dollars over cost. Other things that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about mug. A print-on-demand mug with favorite designs, including cup and canal. I'm calling your bluff. I don't know how many of you are actually obsessed with canals, but I'm literally going to make canal merch. I'm having TQ redesign the canal emote to be large enough that it's actually like high quality and can be printed on merch. All right. Off by one mug without a handle. I thought about off by one. You know what I thought about for off by one? And this is the only idea. All right. So the whole catalog of merch I'm thinking of is pin. Pin is a maybe. I really need people to tell me if they want it. Mug. I'm thinking of 2 mugs design. Brew Crew mug and canal mug. I'm thinking of toque and or beanie. Actually, I think I have a rough mock-up of what the toque or beanie could look like. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, by the way. So here are some mock-ups. Here's the mock-up of canal. This is using like a low-res image. Now, this is something that bothered me about mug. Now, go with me on this journey. For the emote, it's very important. When you drink latte art, assuming that you're right-handed, the assumption is as you sip towards yourself, that the art faces you, right? When you're holding a coffee mug, the assumption is default right-handed that the logo faces outwards towards the person, not the person drinking it, right? Now we have a conflict in that the logo is correct and the mug is correct. However, the handles facing opposite directions feels incorrect. You know what I mean? So this is a problem, and NTQ had this hilarious suggestion. Something like this. And I love that when TQ made this mock-up, she basically copy-pasted this. She just took that art and did it again. But I digress, right? So like that's an thought. Or I could commission Featherweight to remove the handle, which is kind of weird. So it's like change the art, nobody notices, or make like a mosaic pattern. And I love that so many of you are like, why does that look wrong? Right? All right. You're with me on this one. All right, here, this photo isn't great. But here's a potential mock-up of what Toque could look like. And so you would take the logo and you would cross-stitch it. And one of the things, because I didn't have like the proper design for it, it has sort of like a silver thing at the top. I think we'd want to clean it up so it's just the white all the way around. But like, I think that's kind of cute. I don't know. I'm not 100% on that too. I hired a model for the mock-up. Basically, yes. No. This is all just digital mock-ups, right? It's weird. It looks like it's somewhat textured in this one, but it looks flat there. So give me a second. Jojo, do you know where our Twitch Toque is? So when I think of Toque, this is what I think of. So yeah, we have mug, which I've shown off. We have Toque. I want to do stickers, but stickers is something we might do in-house. Actually, what's your thought on this? Stickers. Do you think stickers should also be done through Fourth Wall so that you can do one shopping cart with multiple options? Or should we do them from home so that we can mail them to people? Oh, by the way, if you're like a high tier Patreon person, I'm probably just going to mail you a copy of all the merch for free because you've supported me so much for so long. Anyways, Toque. So this is the Twitch Toque that I have. And like, imagine this, right? This, but with our logo on it. So that's why I just love this sort of design, you know? And I think that's the same shape. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. If we did stickers here, we could control them, we could mail them out, it'd be a lot easier. I might just have to email Fourth Wall and be like, hey, if I want to just send stickers to people and eat the cost myself, what does that mean? What mod are we playing? Vault Hunters. Just on a lunch break right now, Super Tech. Hey, Black Rose, thank you for 32 months. Omnilord, thank you for 9 months. As a software engineer technologist, I'd be obligated to buy Off by One merch. I'm sorry, Joe, you just said a whole bunch of stuff. Please, come in. What are your opinions? I can't quite focus when you add conversation like that. My love. Okay. What is Vault Hunters? I think we have a command for that. I don't know. We're talking about merch right now, though. I need to stay focused on merch. So yeah, it's a lot of work right now, figuring all this merch stuff. It's like a lot of work. Trying to think of like a couple of fun and cute designs that people want, but not too much, if that makes sense. The end result is I want to make sure that we come up with stuff that people actually want and would feel, you know, happy to have. It's a little challenging. Because I also don't want to just make a bunch of like, I don't want to make chaff. Everybody already has enough like knickknacks and stuff. So there's my challenge. I would love for as many of you to be involved in this process as possible. Primarily, we're doing it through Discord. If you're not in the Discord and there are ways that you'd like to contribute, I don't know, message me on Twitter. Leave a message on like a comment on YouTube or something like that. You want another metal water bottle? That's fascinating to me, Artemis Huntress, because I am not a water bottle user. And as such, that's one of the things that I look at. I'm like, I don't love that. But I know some people are huge water bottle users. Maybe I should. I just have a glass of water on my desk and I spilled it on my computer the other day and had a heart attack. If I had a water bottle, that wouldn't have happened. You know? Hold on. So I'm definitely now way behind the actual conversation, but I Googled fourth wall and then started clicking on some random people on the scrolling band of the main page. 3/4 of them have a free shipping option to the UK, but the fourth says this shipment is dispatched from the States. You're responsible for paying any customs and duties on import taxes and wants $25 to ship a $35 item. Is there some type of pattern, Black Rose, between what is like t-shirts? What were the things, you know? Hayes Lookster, thank you for 15 months, friend. Would for sure grab pin and hat and mug and body pillow. No body pillow. I've learned that that's weird. Don't be weird, chat. Especially not in this chat. Be weird in lure chat or somewhere. What was that, Joe? Joe was like, what if we're getting old and we need knee support? What if? like a good leg pillow. What? You know, if you sleep on your side and your back hurts, so you need knee support. All right, the 3 items with free shipping all appear to be clothing. 2 hoodies and an apron. The US one is an incomplete white puzzle. Okay. Hi, Tex. According to my power company, the outage won't be resolved until 11 p.m. at night. Neat. All right. Well, thank you, Tex. What about an off-by-one hoodie with an only one drawstring? That'd be so annoying. That would tilt people so hard. Oh, here we go. Fourth Wall says they have manufacturing and fulfillment in the UK and EU. It's possible that only certain items... Oh! That's amazing. You know what? Like, so what I want to do is I want to build up a basic catalog of things that I think we like. And so far, nobody's told me that I'm dumb, which I appreciate. Nobody's been like, wow, Serge, you are completely out of touch. And then what I can do is I don't necessarily have a rep, but I have somebody I'm emailing with at Fourth Wall. And I can bring those concerns and be like, hey, so of the things that I've chosen, what are my options for the Europeans? Of which there are one or two. Because I do know the pain of if you go to buy something and the shipping is more than the item itself. Yeah, I believe that is one of the largest friction points that people have with shipping. What's it called? Bounce rate? If I was like being super businessy about it. Ask the same for Canada. That's fair. I mean, as a Canadian, it makes sense. Shipping and conversion from USD really hurts sometimes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, believe you me. I pre-ordered Diablo 4 and I was like, oh, that's not too bad. And then I realized it was in USD and I was like, I was like, that was like $100. Dang. All right. Any other final questions on merch before we get back to our factory? Oh, pardon me. Deck boxes not offered. So a lot of people had sort of like custom Magic the Gathering thoughts, tokens, deck, you know, all those sorts of things. Not offered through Fourth Wall, and that's the sort of merch that I would have to... So there's two ways that you can do merchandise. There's one which is better for money, but is also worse for money. And the way that that works is you pre-order it yourself, you pay for it all out of pocket, and then you have to hustle and ship it yourself, right? You're like, great. Deck boxes, like the minimum order will do for you is 500. You're like, all right, I'm now out $3,000, including art and all that stuff. And then my full-time job becomes trying to sell deck boxes. Now, the markup of that, I get to keep everything, right? And I also have to store all of it. Now, suddenly, Joe, our bedroom is now a combination bedroom/warehouse because we live in a 600 square foot apartment. So if you want to do like really cool custom merch, that's typically the route you want to go. The other option is you do fulfillment, or what's the word I'm looking for? On demand. You do on-demand fulfillment where instead of owning it all yourself or making it all ahead of time, your margins go a lot lower because you're not ordering at bulk, but you don't have to worry about storing anything. You don't have to worry about shipping anything. It takes away all of the hassle and they get your money. But you get similar stuff, just not as customizable. And so, yeah, a lot of the Magic ideas that you're thinking of, while cool, are not feasible, unfortunately. Pardon me. Yeah, I don't really want to run a business while I'm running a business. Exactly. But you're right. If we make stickers, you can make your own deck box. Like mine. One sec. What am I super beat up? I used to have like a super beat up old cardboard box for deck boxes, and I'd slapped a sticker on the side of it, and I'd be like, ah, this could be you. But yeah. I may have gotten rid of it in the chit chaff, but that's fine. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to Minecraft. Buy a 3D printer and print deck boxes? That's back to the problem of it being a me problem. Joe also says that 3D printers are large and smelly, so, you know. The quickest mute in the West. All right, how did Scar make the top of this cute? Oh, he made it so much taller. Oh, Scar. Scar, why you do this? You're impressed with my muting skills? Thank you, it hurt my neck. Sorry, I've got the it's looking cute. Not quite. Maybe if it was stairs. We'll figure it out. What needs 3D printing? Nothing, but everything, you know? That's all good. Oh. That actually hurt my neck. All right. I need to make that a little bit shorter. No, I am okay, sweetie. Joe's like, oh, you hurt your neck. Heat pack. And I was like, my love, you're the best. I wrote this song for you, by the way, chat. All right, what other forms of basalt are there? I'm using basalt. I could be using polished basalt. Maybe even a little smooth basalt. That's not basalt at all. I mean, if we gradienting, let's get some gradients in here. Oh, it's just so pretty, right? Like, all right, finally, Scar, how do you do what you do? Oh, it's metal. Okay. So, last challenge. We need something that looks cute at the top. The server's going to be down until 11 p.m. Text came in and mentioned that the power company is not not optimistic. Ooh, polished deep slate, actually. That's a beautiful texture. Really? are slabs. Yes. I don't know. I think oversized chimney is helping sell it a little. Wait, does it not smoke? Do I have to put a campfire under it? I think I do. This is very funny. So we already have the brazier, which is the visual. But underneath that, we're going to put a campfire so that it smokes. We're going to fake the fire? So brazier is a modded block, so it doesn't have smoke, but it does have a better visual from a distance. And then the campfire adds actual smoke to it. Okay, now the chimney does look kind of real, actually. Ooh, oh, that looks so good. What are we building a factory for? Just to make it look good. The factory, like the actual product is already done. That's what the netherrack is outlining. So this is an already existing moss farm. What we're doing right now is we're designing something that's gonna look cute. Sort of after the fact, you know? So that helped so much. So let's try and add a lot of those interior details we had before now, you know? Let's go back and add our trapdoors. See how we feel about this. Did I move stuff? Yeah, it's fine. Just account for that when we go back. It's good enough. And then I could even get away with, like, I don't know. I need more things that look like workbenches. All right, Scar, save me. Where's the episode after that? Or he did the interior. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Like, so Scar has this beautiful, beautiful flat area, right? And this is what I want to get better at, is the understanding that the interior and the exterior don't have to be. And it's just done. All right, use more barrels, right? So we got barrels there. We've got trapdoors. All right, so I could try and do more stuff like that. All right, so forget this thing that I made. Let's channel Scar. 1, 2, 3. Right? And let's try some spruce. this. Up to this. And sometimes he'll do like wild depth things like that, right? You got some slabs. No, I hate it. I was on a good track. And then I got a little carried away by other stuff. All right. So I think the issue is he added these supports as a build-in. So like actually what that was here's what this could have been. So it's like this, right? You know? Actually, yeah, that is super cute. Hold on. Just to sort of break it up, right? You know, forget stone there. What if we just added a big support area to the side? Don't love it. I'm trying really hard to love it. It's not working. How does he do it? Ah. Maybe I will do that B-box thing we were looking at before, you know? Like we have a little output of product here or something like that. We haven't even figured out how light's gonna work in here yet. We have a little bit of light coming out of this. I think it makes sense for lights to be hanging off of these beams. And maybe if we solve that, the idea of like... Hi, Hazel. What's up, friends? The Vault Hunter server is down. Unfortunately, our server host's power has gone out. And so we are designing a little factory in Creative that's going to go over top of our moss farm. And turns out interiors are hard. That's what we're at right now. But I'm absolutely loving this building I've made so far. So welcome on in. What's up, everybody? How are you? Are you having a good day? Are you chilling and or partying like rock stars? I want to add a little bit more depth and detail to this. How's your stream, Hazel? What'd you get up to? So yeah, welcome everybody. The goal here is to design this with some modifications. Design this, and for the most part, just import it using the copy-paste gadget directly into our survival world. So we'll have to collect all the materials, but then power of mods will just build it for us, which is very cool. Got up to some Skyvault bounties. Had some silly luck with gear. Nice. All right. I think this is something else that I can design in the actual server there. Yeah. I can't think of anything else I'd want to put on this. I think for the purposes of what I wanted to set out for today, this is perfect. I don't know. How do you, I mean, we'll see how it feels. Oh, I haven't done the roof at all. I need to texture. Right. The roof is flat. How do we make the roof look more interesting? Looks very much like a factory. Thank you. Oh, by the way, go follow Hazel. I like Hazel. You should too. Hazel's very, very good at Vault Hunters and modded Minecraft. Also very good at being just an excellent human. By the way, I'm like really proud of these gradients. How do I texture roof? Good times with Scar, save me. Well, he made his out of copper, so that doesn't count. Hey, what's up, Heron? Dormers? Skylight to break it up? Maybe, yeah. These are kind of cute. The weird little angled thingies. That's also kind of cute. But I don't know if my roof is steep enough to make that work. Or maybe it is, actually, because we have this big flat area. Well, so there's two questions. One is, do I texture it? You know what I mean? Do we texture it because we have gradients in the walls and we have gradients in the windows, which are very cute. We even have like a little bit of a gradient, not quite, just like a little bit of vertical texturing going in on the chimney. But the roof is just flat, dark oak currently. But one of these thingies is kind of cute. How do I do that? So I would take more of this. Huge fan of the smokestack and chimney. Thank you. Got massive inspiration of it from Good Times with Scar. He did a much better job at it. We tried to take sort of a similar concept. All right, so if we made another section here that was like 5 wide, we're just going to place this block down for now. I don't know what it'll actually be, but does it go like that? Just like a little bit of a dent? It might. Oh, even in a little bit more. All right, like this. You know what this is like? It's like we're giving our roof a hat. Right? So actually, maybe it's just supposed to be this block. The way the gradient worked, our roof is, or pardon me, the higher section of our wall is actually made out of rooted dirt, which is kind of wild. I had no idea that rooted dirt and granite were besties like this, you know? All right, now I want to take... I'm going to take it up one more level. Yes. You know what's funny? Somebody's like, make a dormer. And I was like, no. And this is basically just like a mega dormer, isn't it? Like, wait a second. All right, so the issue there is that needs to be mostly air, doesn't it? So I somehow need to make like a window here. Oh no. How? Is it suddenly an even area? What have I done wrong? I guess so. All right, that's fine. And now I need to put something in there. Is it glass? What goes in there? I think it is glass. Maybe like the darker colors? That really does help break it up, like, a lot. It doesn't make any sense, especially because it's directly above the gantry, but I love that it exists. All right, let's do a couple more sort of tricks with the roof here. Once again, trapdoors are your best friend. So let's do trapdoors and more slabs. Oh, how dare you? Wait, wait. Hello? Brain? This is even? I was wondering why that wound up like that. I have made a mistake. I have made a mistake. Oh, I don't want to copy paste and move everything, chat. I don't want to copy paste and move everything. So I can't extend one more block here because then the internal ratio we have is off. 1, 3, 4, 7, 10, 11. The interior is 11, which means when you add one more wall, the outside, of course, it's odd. I could. You know what? No, I can. I can, and I will. Oh, this is so much work. Okay, now this is why we do it in creative. This is why we do it in creative. Right? So that we can fix things like this. I laugh so I don't cry. How are you doing? Good. Good talk. Okay. Okay. Great. That's now too thick. That's fine. That's fine. Because now what we get to do is this. This seems wrong. That seems better. Yes. Okay. So now I can move this all forward one. Which then means this is fine. Everything is fine. Which then means I can fix this. Wait. Yes. It's gonna be worth it, I promise. Right? Hold on. Okay. Okay, this has now been fixed. This has now been fixed. Because now we can do this. Which I think is going to help a lot. And up here, we can use trapdoors. Still can't use trapdoors. Right, because these are slabs. Never mind. I missed a pane on one of the windows. Yes, I did. Thank you, Meg. All right, another thing I wanted to do is I want to add a little bit of variation into this as well. I don't know if this is going to make it feel too cottagey. But one of my hopes there was I could just break up the flatness of the texture, or we could do the same thing on the other side, but with trapdoors. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like sort of that texture on the top? You like it better when it's just sort of the oak? I don't know. Don't love the trapdoors? That's fair. I think those slabs are a little too busy. This is why we collaborate. Doesn't quite work. That works. That works, and it's way less busy. And if we alternated it, maybe it's cute. That's better. What if we just do that? Because all we've done is added a little bit of texture to it, you know? I do feel we need to mix in some more color somewhere. And I cannot for the life of me figure out how I want to do that. All right, somebody said just put stripped logs in some places. So let's see if that works. The issue is that doesn't work anywhere we have slabs, you know? Like a big part of the texturing that we might want to do just doesn't work if we on like huge sections of our roof, you know? Maybe that's okay. You know what? That's actually just kind of cute. Can you use frame blocks? Nah. I don't. I think of it kind of as like a shortcut. I'd rather just use blocks they have in the existing shapes that they have. I know modded gives a lot of interesting and creative solutions to stuff like that. And I poo-poo them too often, but it's just, yeah. Not quite how I want to approach solving these problems. Hey, STB. Oh my god, 60 months? The 5-year? The Pride Beam? Thank you. You're loading 60% complete. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sticking with me for 5 years, friend. That is so just remarkable and wild. Oh, hey, speaking of 5 years, it is our 5-year anniversary on Monday. Lol, Lamayo. To that end, I have, well, we actually have a couple of major milestones, one a month coming up for the next little bit here. And I have some questions as to, yeah, I love that. I have some questions as to how you might be interested in celebrating these. I want to do and just to sort of switch it up, I want to do a short and, what's the word I'm looking for? Very goal-focused modded playthrough. There's like some quest pack ones that are kind of neat. So I'm a little bit tempted to check something like that out. And so we could maybe launch that on Monday. I want to do, and I've never done this before, and I'm very resistant to it normally. I want to do a crowd control. I want to do a vanilla hardcore dragon kill attempt, but let chat mess with me however they want. So for example, donate bits and it deletes one of the items in my hotbar. You know, like the help or hinder sort of thing, just like full chaos gremlin mode. I don't know. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Walnut. How do we submit help or hinder? I don't know. I know Ben did something like that ages ago. I think he did it I think he did it for Raft, honestly. And so I'd probably just ask him whatever he used. You already have ideas if you need them. Oh. It's a point system. You get a few points for free and you pay bits for more. Fascinating. There's 2 major mods that do it for Minecraft. Okay, well, I need people to send me these in like Discord or something, please. Would we want any sort of restriction? Like, don't delete the first lot? No, I think I'd... I think what we do is the ones that would really hurt ND-Kazi, we just make it... They're a premium. Or just add RNG, right? Like, yeah, delete my hotbar. Look, if we put a price tag on it, and for my birthday, if somebody wants to spend 20 bucks to delete my pickaxe while I'm mining, hopefully somebody there is willing to give me another pickaxe or axe, or we're in some trouble, right? Like, I don't know. I think that might be the kind of the compelling hook of it, you know? Like, let's see what happens. All right, I'm gonna just try a couple sections here, and I'd love to see your thoughts. Have we made the roof better when I've done stuff like that? Like, do you like that texturing or no? Yeah, no mangrove. We're only 1.18. That was added in 1.19. You like how it looks like it was somewhat sun bleached? I was thinking it might be cool to do... All right, so let's test that here. And here's just a complete random other idea. And I'm really curious what you'll think about this. Well, 1 degree less oxidized for more brown. We already have that here, and it blends in so much with that. I was thinking, like, if it's in the roof, it'd be mega oxidized, right? Is that just too bright? It's very bright. It's very bright. What if I make it more... More like just chunks have been replaced? Like, here's just giant slabs where they just slap down some copper to replace it, like they patched it. It's very green though, you know? Yeah, we're already using this color. The orange is too orange and the green is too green. So I think this is our only option if we like it. I don't know. Do you like the idea of like sun bleach sections like this? Or do we want to go into copper patches? I think the copper might be too loud, which is a shame because I really enjoyed it. All right, goodbye, copper. You prefer the sun bleached? Yeah. Me too. Rusty sheet metal? No. Actually, I don't know why I suddenly went like full falsetto there. That's too modern though. That's too modern. That's like, our build is already pretty modern. That's just way too modern. I appreciate it though. I think I put too much in. I think I need to remove about 40% of it. Fenris Schaefer, what's up, friend? Thank you for 52 months. Hope you're having an amazing day. We have now been building in creative for 3 hours. Love it. I don't know if I love it or not. I don't know if I love the spruce. Now that I look at it from far away, it just kind of looks splotchy. Whereas I don't think that's what I want. I think I'm going to get rid of it. I think it was a neat attempt, but I don't think I love it. You know? Oh, personal pog moment. Just got the call for my first camera shift with a new company doing handheld at a rock concert. That's huge. Congratulations. My brain is immediately thinking to filming stuff. Yeah, I think, honestly, just a little bit of texturing we did with the stripped logs, as well as the weird little, I don't know what that's called. Any factory enthusiasts able to tell me what that building is called? Oh, my show. Thank you for bringing me coffee. Oh. It's got some amazing jowl pats there. All right, so I want to call this good enough for now. I think we have to wait for the server to go up next time, and it might not be perfect. I imagine what might end up having to happen is we'll copy and paste the whole thing and we'll put it into the world. And then we might end up having to cut like this in half and then extend it, and we'll just make sure we have enough room, because I know we did shorten factory a bit here, and that's fine. The other thing is there's a whole pit that exists around the exterior of the farm currently, and we even have some bits that we can cover, right? Like potentially we can cover the redstone or some other stuff. One other thing that might make it easier or harder is we might raise the factory up And that'll allow us to cover even more. Like maybe we can cover the pistons and the glass goes right up to the edge and it's like truly open concept that you could fall into it more. I don't know. We'll see. We're not working with perfect information because the server's down, but this has been great. All right, we'll leave that there. Yeah, I mean, thank you very much to everybody who has just been hanging out and doing the creative process. I've wanted to do something like this for a long time, and I hope you enjoyed kind of watching the process.